Hi, how are you? It's Monday, and this is the Blue Fox Breakfast Shoe.
With me, Marielle.
Oh, and me, Simon. Coming at you now today. We're using new software, so again, this might not work. I'm using something called Restream, which is streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So and we should be able to. Oh yeah, you carry on.
No, I was just going to cut in and say, why use the thing that worked when you could try something completely new every morning?
Yeah, every morning. So yeah, if you've got a streaming platform you want to try to test out, here we are. But hopefully we'll be able to see the chat appear and we'll be able to answer questions. So if you do have any questions whilst we're live, type them in the relative chat and we should be able to see them. Okay, that's it really. So in theory it's a good move, positive move. So
in theory,
let's wait and see.
Yeah,
in theory.
So yes, but well, that's good. So we're here and it's happening. I was just going to say it might not be morning where you are. It might be lunchtime, afternoon, evening. It might be brunch. I don't know.
Yeah,
it could be any one of the Hobbit meals, but welcome. It's breakfast where we are.
Yeah, indeed, it is, and it is the 7th of June. I'm just going to check. There you go. So, if you're worrying what the Monday. Sorry, So we got a few subjects to talk about this morning.
We do. I think we should start with that. We were, because we mentioned it the other day, that we were at the Chimera Festival, which is now finished, but we were there Saturday and Sunday, and that was cool. It was nice to try and do some slightly people-y things. I don't know if you can really call it peopling.
Yeah, it was. It was more peopling than not being on Discord and sitting there waiting for people to turn up. It was all right. And we had a nice chap called Jim come and join us and talk to us about his comic that was partly released via Dark Horse a little while ago. He's hoping to get that back, and he sent it to us to have a look, which is very kind. So
yeah, that's cool. Because small plug, Blue Fox Comics also accepts submissions. And we have a submissions page.
Yes, and I'm just going to check what that might be.
Excellent.
Let's go there. And then, this is very exciting thing. I'll go there and there. I think it's /submissions, bluefoxcomics.com /submissions. Yeah.
But yes, so you can submit your projects, and we generally ask for completed projects, so that the artwork is done, that the story is done, and that you have the team. Obviously, we do. I think you do sometimes accept scripts, don't you?
Yeah. I'll definitely read it. So, and if I think it's got, if I think it's something for Blue Fox, then we'll try and work with the author to get it made. So yeah, definitely.
But if you do have a team, and if you do have, the art, you've got the comic ready to go, that's a great place to start.
Yes, it's there, so you can see it on the screen.
It's over. Oh no, I can't point it. I can just point to the corner there. It's there.
Yeah, and the rest there. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes. There you go. So if you do have such a thing, please welcome to read it and give feedback as well. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So that happened today, and that was nice. That was sort of in the afternoon, 12 to 4.
It did. And while we were there, I got to mention that a book that I have written, yours truly. I'm terrible at talking about my own stuff. I'm just awful. I'm terribly British about it. But I've written Busy Little Bees. It's my first comic, and it's issue 1, and it is now up for pre-order because we did the Kickstarter and it went very, very well, and that was wonderful. And the link is now in the chat, I believe.
Yeah.
But yes, it's on pre-order, so you can get it PDF or physical copy, all on pre-order for when the books are ready. I'm very excited about that.
Yes, it's imminent now. We're just waiting for 2 more pinups from the artist. We unlocked. It was such a successful Kickstarter campaign. I think we unlocked like 4 stretch goals in the end, so that was really good. And in fact, you can see one of them above Marielle's head at the moment. It looks like it's floating there. But it's
sorry,
it's on the shelf.
Do you remember that we said that I should have behind me all of our books and stuff? Well, this.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yes.
Oh, I can't get it right. This is why people do podcasts.
Maybe.
This is my beginning of my shelf takeover with just us. No one else. So we got the prints there. So which is exciting. So
we're just waiting now on the last 2 pinups for Emiliano, and as soon as they're through, we can send it off to the printer, and then obviously we get it a couple of weeks later, and then Simon gets to stuff envelopes, 200 odd envelopes, and it's exciting.
You make it sound like I'll just be sitting there watching you with a cup of tea while you stuff envelopes, and just be like, yes, no, straighter. You haven't quite put that in the envelope right. I'll help. I'll be there.
That's the no, not at all. You're very helpful. But and that's the PDF option. Now.
Oh yes, it's in the chat now. Yes, that's PDF. But it was very exciting, not just because it was my book, although I won't lie, that did help a lot. But it was quite exciting because that was almost like being back at a Comic-Con. Like it wasn't really, we couldn't see the person we were speaking to, etc. But it was nice. It was sort of like, oh, what have you done? So this is my book, and it felt very, very much like that thing we used to do in that time that used to exist before now, where we could go places.
Prehistoric times. But the person was cosplaying as just a square on the screen. That's what it was, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was fantastic cosplay.
It was really good. I couldn't see who they actually were.
No.
completely hidden. So that was cool. So it was good. So it was nice. Done and dusted now for another year. I believe they'll be back next year, 2022.
I hope so. It'd be nice because the actual Chimera Festival is in Edinburgh normally, so in the physical location. So hoping that next year we can actually be sitting there in a hall, or at least wandering around Edinburgh, one of us at a time, probably.
Yes. Yeah.
That'd be nice. Just to relieve the feet. But all the butt. Anyway.
Depending.
Which one you do?
Depending on the setup. Yeah. Yes. So in other news, not just Blue Fox news, I thought we'd talk a little bit about Doctor Who, because among us, between us, we have a diehard fan. Who is you? As you grew up watching it.
Yeah.
But I noticed. Now, to be fair, I've never. I sound like I don't read anything. I hadn't read Sweet Tooth. I've not read these. I do read things, just not anything I talk about, it would seem. I haven't read any of the fan fiction, which I think even if they're official books, we're okay to call it fan fiction, or do we call it something slightly different?
I guess they call it like the TV tie-ins, maybe.
Okay, that would make more sense actually, because these are official. These are official. Sorry, I see a lot of fan fiction around, for obvious reasons, around Doctor Who and things. So, but yes, no, these are actually official books, tie-ins, as we say.
Yes.
But I just happened to notice. So Doctor Who crossovers with Wizard of Oz and Camelot, which sounded just really cool.
It does sound very cool.
I don't actually know what age these are aimed at, but I feel like it's also my age, because I looked at these ones. Anybody's age. I looked at these. So one is they're both by Jacqueline Rayner. So they're both by the same author, but she's done 2 different incarnations of the Doctor for each story. So it's the 10th Doctor, David Tennant's Doctor, that is going to Camelot in Legends of Camelot, and she's going to she's writing about Donna as his what's the word, companion. Gosh, I haven't watched it for so long, I can't remember anything.
We haven't, no.
Yes, so I'll pop the link in a moment. But yeah, so there's that one, and then the other one is again, as I say, Jacqueline Rayner, and it's The Wonderful Doctor of Oz, and that's very timey-wimey and dimensional and everything else, and that's with the Doctor we have now, with Jodie Whittaker's Doctor and her fam. And I thought that was really interesting.
It does sound
really good. Yeah, they just sounded really exciting, and I thought they sounded I really thought it was interesting that Jacqueline Rayner had decided to do 2 different incarnations of the Doctor, because in a way, I mean, like, they're not similar at all, but in a way it's sort of a similar I guess exploration, because they're both, I mean, obviously Arthurian legend is legend, but there's a lot of legend and myth around that, and Oz is obviously fictional, so it's kind of interesting that they're visiting those areas, so it's kind of got a thread, a very loose, tenuous link, but it's there. But that she's done them with 2 completely different Doctors, and I just love to see the 10th Doctor in Camelot.
You can see it, yes, and it says something about they think he's Merlin. Is that right?
Yes, they mistake him for Merlin, which also just sounds really, really fun. and very Doctor Who, I might say. So yeah, and I thought that was good, because you yourself have written. Now, what would you call yours? I don't know. BBC tie-ins?
Oh yes. I wish they were. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, way back when, I can't really. Quite a number of years now. Say 15 years, something like that. I can't remember how I got contacted about it, but maybe I contacted somebody else. But there was something called the Doctor Who Project. And basically, because they started when Doctor Who was not on screen. So really, they took the canon after. I didn't get it wrong now. After the 7th Doctor. So after when it got, I think it's after 7th. So I think everything from the movie onwards that doesn't exist, because it didn't exist when they started. So they took all that history, and then they were. And then they
popular. Yep.
And took the history, and that's fine. That was all there, but they then created their own new Doctors after that, and new companions. So and then I came along, however many years after they probably started, probably about 12 or 13 years. I've got a story. They've got seasons themselves. I've got a story in season 36 and 37. If you go to. Oh yes, in fact. So let's
have a link.
Let's have a link, because it's.
We like links. Good link. There it is.
There we go.
The DoctorWhoProject.com.
It is. It's DoctorWhoProject.com page. Sorry, I put season 36. You don't have to be season 36. It happens to be where one of my stories is.
That's where we'd like you to start. Let's face
it. Called the Goyalacanth, I think is my story. Yes, Goyalacanth.
It's called the what? Sorry.
The Goyalacanth.
Okay. Go. Excellent.
And yes, the reason why it was called that is that I saw the word coelacanth, which is one of those sort of ancient, prehistoric again. There you go. Sea creatures, and I thought it was pronounced coelacanth, but it's not. It's actually pronounced coelacanth. But anyway.
Interesting.
So look, we've got a couple of comments here from Internet. So allegedly, I sound like the guy from Top Gear. Well, if only I had the money from the guy from Top Gear. So there you go.
Which guy from Top Gear? Which one do you sound like?
I don't know. Well, I guess I'm old enough to be Jeremy Clarkson. That's him. Thank you, brain. So yes, I guess Jeremy Clarkson, or the other guy. Is it Richard? There's something May.
I don't know. I don't watch it. I'm really bad at this sort of thing.
Yeah, let us know which one you think.
Well, now we're just going to have to get sound bites of him and see.
We are. You
and you sound like.
The 11th Doctor is the best Doctor. I think it's certainly a nod, probably. Oh, the 11th Doctor is Matt Smith. So yes, sorry, got you right. So yeah, no, really like it. Really like Matt Smith. Especially, we were talking the other day about. Well, I was probably talking the other day about rewatching some of them, and I definitely want to watch the 11th Hour again because I really like that first one. I like the music in that. Murray Gold's music is fantastic. So.
See, it's interesting because I think, but it's very, very close. I think that the 10th Doctor is my favorite, but just by a fraction because I really do love Matt Smith Doctor.
Yeah.
But he has so the 10th Doctor is my favorite by just a margin, but it's the 11th Doctor that has my favorite episode, which is the Neil Gaiman episode, which is called, is it The Doctor's Wife?
Yes, The Doctor's Wife.
Yeah. That is my favorite standout favorite episode ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Ever.
I don't mind if that's controversial. That's my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not, as they would say in one of the episodes, there's kind of not a word wasted, is there, in that one? It's just fantastic, and and it's just very sweet and sad and all that sort of stuff that we like. So, yes. So please let us know what.
Because I believe you were described as hopeful but melancholy.
This is on my. On my Goodreads page, author page, yes, that is one of the probably more accurate reviews of my books. Is yes, melancholy but hopeful. That's okay.
But hopeful.
I'll live by that. Yeah. I'm just going to pop over here and move the cat out of the way. That'll be a second.
Okay.
You hold everything. It's live.
That's fine. I'm going solo. That's it. This has now become my show. It's like I planned for the cat to distract him so that I could just take over the channel. And the dulcet sounds that you're hearing there are just Simon moving around.
What's that?
It was just quite a lot of, I wouldn't say banging, but there was just sort of knocking and clumping, and it was very marvelous.
Well, I'm tall and clumsy, so that's what it is, really.
What a combination!
Indeed.
A combination!
Indeed, but the cat is no longer in here. That's good.
Excellent. What did you do with the cat?
It ran, and I let it. So I set the cat free from the room.
Excellent. That's good. So, well, it's a win for everyone then, isn't it?
Yeah. He seems happy. Yeah.
So, who is your favourite Doctor?
My favourite Doctor. I think David Tennant. Well, I like them all. So I think the 13th Doctor's had a bit of a. I think hopefully I'm using the word right. A bit of a just short shrift. It's just not really. I don't think she's been given the best episodes or the best writing. Unfortunately, this is just our opinion, obviously, and which is a shame. But I really liked. The one I should really think about.
Okay, good. That one. The one you should really think. Which Doctor is it? Is it the 13th Doctor?
Yeah, the 13th Doctor.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know you had a favourite.
The Rosa Parks episode. That was really good.
Yes, that was good. I
enjoyed that because again, it was just it was very there. So I like that indeed. I think the stage where the story is really good. It's really good and sort of really made you think. So that was really good. Some of them though are difficult to watch. I think it's just the writing. I think the writing is not as good, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, so. It's. I'm really sad that it's not one of my favourite incarnations of the Doctor. And like I say, I don't actually think that's Jodie Whittaker in any way. No. But yes, it's a shame. It is a shame.
There you go.
But never mind.
Yeah. But going back, so the Doctor Who project, if you want to go over there and have a look, there's lots and lots and lots of stories. They're all short stories. It's also got like novellas for 15,000 plus words sort of thing. So, see, I've got 2 of them on there. And I have actually got like a half-written one as well.
But not on there.
But not on there. But no, because
they didn't. Terrible.
they didn't want to accept any of my half-written stuff. I don't know why that would be.
Why? Why would that be? So what's the other one called? You've got 2 on there. You told us the first one that I can't say.
The Goetic Hunt is the first one, and the second one is called Keepsakes, and involves a comic, would you believe? And this was many years ago, before we even. Well, yeah.
Look at that foreshadowing. I mean, it's just impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but they're okay. They're okay. And as I say, they won't be with companions people will know. They're new companions. And it's a different sort of Doctor. But yeah, you should get a feel for what they like and stuff.
Is that still going then? Can people still submit things? Or is that something that...
It's got a season 44. It says TBA. Let's have a look what year. That season.
Because that's quite exciting if that's something that's still running and that people could...
Season 42. Yeah. So we got, looking on the site, there's 2019 specials. And so some people did a couple of specials for that. And then there was a season 42, which I guess would be 2020. Because I would have thought that maybe the 2019 specials come after. Anyway, I'm waffling. But yeah, I'm thinking 2020. So 2020. Yeah, still going. Still going, I think.
But that's really cool. So that's been going for quite a while and stuff.
Yeah, so if you like some fan fiction, dedicated fan fiction with canon, go for it.
Well, that's awesome. And if you'd like some BBC tie-ins, if you just want to have a Doctor Who, I don't know. I was going to say weekend, but it's Monday, so week, or maybe that's one to build up to. Yeah, then you've got the BBC tie-ins. They're coming out. The ones that I mentioned are coming out on the 10th of June. So there's time to read some fan fiction while you're waiting.
Yeah.
But they all sounds very, very good. And I miss the Doctor, actually. I think like you said, I think it'd be cool to try and watch some more of those. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. So so that's the things.
So those are the things. Yeah, so that's what's happening. And are we between seasons on Doctor Who right now?
I think we are. Yeah, I think there was a Christmas special which I've missed. I haven't watched that yet. Or a New Year special, one of the two with Daleks. And Daleks are okay. And Daleks kind of Cybermen kind of like the Daleks and the Cybermen. I guess thinking about it, I like having DC and Marvel superheroes. They're always there. But I'm more of an image person. I'm more of the one-off. Different sort of new aliens or new
it's
something.
Such a good comparison. I really like it.
Yeah, so it's okay having the other ones every now and again, but they're not my faves. I have to say, not my faves.
Fair enough.
So, they're doing it because they got John Bishop is the new companion. I think.
Awesome! I didn't know that.
I think it's the Doctor and Yaz. So Yaz has stayed, and Graham. And the other chap, and I've forgotten his name, companion name, but John Bishop's coming, which should be interesting. But you just hope, fingers crossed, is a bit better, because I think they did some funny things with the canon as well themselves. I think they rewrote some stuff, or sort of retconned some stuff.
And when you're talking to fans, we're not always okay with with messing with canon.
I saw differing opinions, and when I say differing, mostly not good opinions.
Oh,
but
gotta be careful with that stuff. But do we know when is the new season series? I never know whether to call them seasons or series. I like seasons because I can pluralize it.
Yes, Siri. I imagine it's coming this year. I think they're filming, so I imagine it usually comes out the same sort of year that it films. I imagine it'll be coming out later this year. So
cool.
Sounds good.
Well, there you go. That brings us to the end of our Blue Fox breakfast shoe. I have to really think about that. This is the problem with doing things for me in the morning.
I have to write it on a bit of paper. We need to do like Post-it notes just stuck everywhere.
Yes, we do.
Remember what we've got to do. Yeah, but that's good. One of the things I was going to mention that I just quickly checked on, interesting, because they had the BAFTAs last night.
I completely overlooked that.
No, I thought I was just trying to think what else they had. But when I'm looking at the BAFTAs, I thought, okay, I'll go through and see whether there was any sort of nerdy stuff, shall we say? And I didn't see anything. I don't think they had no nerdy stuff.
That was such an anticlimax to you saying, about the BAFTAs.
I know, but no, it's newsworthy since they don't seem to have sci-fi shows or fantasy shows in there at all? Maybe there just aren't many on at the moment. I don't know.
I don't know. Now see, I don't know the history of the BAFTAs, but I don't know if they've ever really featured anything like that. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know either. I should look into it more. But I
thought
they need
a category. They need a category.
Yeah.
That's what we need to make a motion for. They need a category.
Sorry, we need some lobbying. We need to do some lobbying.
Yes, and a petition.
Yeah. Anything's possible nowadays with the age of the internet. We can do all this sort of stuff.
I think so. I think, and it started here. We want a BAFTA for anything nerdy. Well, not anything nerdy. It has to be good, but
Yeah, BAFTA for best nerd or something. Best nerd performance.
Okay, is that a person or okay?
No,
that's just cosplay now.
Yeah.
We go back to BAFTA for cosplay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It will. But yes, that's been the Blue Fox Breakfast Shoe. If you would like to look at us when we're not here, you can. I mean, check us out. Yeah. Yes, you can find us on Twitch, where we will have previous shows. But also, if you would like to look at any of the books or find out more about Blue Fox itself, you can find us on bluefoxcomics.com.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
I'm on Marielle_writes, and Simon can be found.
Good question. I'm generally S Burks writer on Instagram and Twitter, and Simon Burks -writer because for some reason I put hyphens in things. I used to anyway. So on Facebook, and also we're at Blue Fox Comics again on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah.
Yeah. So and hopefully we will see you tomorrow for another breakfast shoe.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.